That was Zed featuring Haley Williams of Paramore with Stay the Night. It's 9:09. You're listening to Eagle 810 with me, Airman First. No, not an Airman First Class anymore. Senior Airman Kellen Carr. And yes, this hour we have the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful ninja herself, Miss Hisano Yamazaki. And that's why you hear that Pink Panther music right there. What's up, Hisano?
Okay.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Well, I understand today we're going to be talking about what? Superstitions and supernatural creatures?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Japanese are superstitious. For example, parents tell children to cover their belly buttons when they hear thunder. They also say to kids, if you play with fire, you will wet your bed. And if you pee onto an earthworm, your thingy will get swollen. Also, there are many Japanese folk tales about supernatural creatures. But Japanese creatures may be unique when compared to ones in other countries. Today, I will talk about some interesting Japanese superstitions and the reasons for them, and about supernatural creatures in Japan too. If you haven't decided on your Halloween costume yet, today's topic may give you some ideas.
You know, my cousin, he must have played with a lot of fire because he wet the bed till he was like 17. I'm just going to throw that out there.
17.
I'm a little interested in some of these topics, especially the peeing on the earthworm.
Did you do that?
I'm sure I peed on an earthworm at least once or twice in my life. I don't know. They're in the... You know, we'll talk more about that here in a moment. Let's get back to the music first. Here's Alicia Keys with Don't Mean Anything. 9:17, that was Lord with Royals. Morning Cruise Control, Kellen here. And you hear the music. The wonderful, the talented, the beautiful ninja herself, Miss Hisano Yamazaki is in the building. What's up, Hisano?
Okay.
We're talking about superstitions. And yes, let's just go ahead and jump back into this. Now, you said earlier that Japanese parents tell their kids to cover their belly buttons when they hear thunder. Mm-hmm. What is that for?
Well, in Japanese folk stories, there is the god of thunder. Parents call the god of thunder Kaminari-sama when they talk to their children. Kaminari is thunder, and sama is an honorific word for Mr., Mrs., or Miss.
Now, don't you say san for Mr., Miss, or Mr., or Mrs., or Miss?
Yes, we do. Just like I call you Kellen-san for Mr. Kellen. Sama is a more polite form of san, and is commonly used in formal situations. Companies, stores, and shops use sama when calling customers. Some Japanese refer to famous artists and performers with sama, like Japanese fans call Lady Gaga Gaga-sama to show their highest level of respect. Let me go back to the subject of Japanese superstitions. When Japanese parents hear thunder, they say to their children, cover your belly button now, or the god of thunder, Kaminari-sama, is going to come take it away from you.
So you guys try to scare the small kids, basically.
No. well, yes, kind of. Japanese people depict thunder like a huge scary goblin with horns on its head and drums to make thunder. So kids listen to their parents and behave well.
So why do they cover their belly buttons in general, though?
Actually, there is a scientific reason for that. When thunder happens, the temperature drops fast. The change in the weather cools our body and could possibly make our stomach hurt. Covering the belly button means that people keep their bodies warm so they won't get sick.
All right. So that makes sense in a weird way.
Weird way?
It's kind of weird, but we'll let that slide. So what about other superstitions? Like you said that Japanese people say if you play with fire, you'll wet your bed. Why that?
There are some theories. One of them is fire stimulates the autonomic nerves. Even adults get a little tense when handling flames, as we need to be careful not to cause a fire or get burned. For children, the tension can be stronger and may linger even after they've gone to bed.
So the disturbance basically makes kids wet the bed.
There you go. Another theory is that children may dream about fire and they try to put it out in the dream.
So they're basically like peeing to extinguish the fire?
Mm-hmm.
So, and speaking of which, you also said, now this one was kind of funny, but you said if you pee on an earthworm, the thingy will get swollen.
To be honest with you...
What in the world, Hisano?
To be honest with you, I couldn't find some sort of reasonable explanation, but some people say it's true because earthworms jet some liquid out of their bodies, which might infect the skin. But others say it's not true. It just tells kids to protect earthworms and respect them because they are important for the soil and crops.
All right, well, people, don't pee on earthworms.
No, don't.
That is the Kellen Carr, Hisano Yamazaki tip of the day. We're going to have more with Hisano talking superstitions and supernatural creatures here in a moment. And we got your weather on the way, so stay tuned.
Here's your weather.
All right, let's take a look outside of our Eagle 810 studio. Yes, today you can expect partly cloudy skies. Today's high is going to be in the mid-60s. Tonight, you can expect mostly cloudy skies. Tonight's low is going to be in the lower 50s. And tomorrow, you can expect mostly cloudy skies with a chance for rain. Tomorrow's high is going to be in the mid-60s with lows in the mid-50s. Today's exchange rate is 95 yen to the U.S. dollar, courtesy of Community Bank. It's 9:22. Be sure you stick around. We got more with Hisano. We're going to be talking supernatural creatures here on Eagle 810. Here's Avril Lavigne, first featuring Chad Kroeger with Let Me Go. Got David Letterman's top 10 list and Hisano coming up. Stay tuned. Here's Train with If It's Love. 9:29, well, about 9:30 actually. Joined in the studio right now with me, Kellen, is the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful ninja herself, Mrs. Talking about superstitions and now supernatural creatures. And at the opening of the show, Hisano, you said Japanese supernatural creatures may be unique, but are they scary too?
Yes, some are scary, but others are comical, even friendly. Before I talk about Japanese supernatural creatures, I want you to remember the Japanese word yokai.
Yokai.
Yes.
What is yokai?
Yokai is the word we use to describe supernatural creatures from Japanese folklore. In the old days, before advanced science, there were many natural phenomena that threatened or scared people, such as typhoons, tornadoes, and tsunamis. Supernatural creatures, or yokai, were created by Japanese as a sign of awe and respect for nature. Yokai are not always scary. They sometimes offer teachings and advice for people's daily lives.
So what kind of yokai are there in Japan? And can you give us some examples?
One of them is the river baby. When kids hear a baby crying from the river, they may feel compelled to get close to see what's going on. The river baby teaches children not to get close to rivers, ponds, or marshes by themselves.
Okay, so that's a good one because it's telling kids, stay away from the water, be safe.
Mm-hmm. Another yokai is Hari Onna, or needle woman. The needle woman looks just like a human female, but she has long hair with hooks on the ends.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of Medusa, like from Greek mythology, because Medusa has the long hair with the snakes on the ends, and when people look in their eyes, they turn to stone. So this Japanese needle woman, does something horrible happen when people see her?
Yes, the needle woman shows up in front of men walking on the street at night time. She smiles at them, and if they smile back, she chases them while shaking her hair loose and catches them with her hooks. Once the man is caught, he cannot move at all and will be taken away forever. The message of this story may be, do not think you're gonna get lucky when a woman smiles at you.
I'm gonna...
Well, what do you think, Kellen-san? Agree?
You know what? I'm just going to leave that one alone.
Okay.
You said earlier that the Japanese supernatural creatures, or yokai, are not always scary because sometimes they're comical or even funny.
Yes. It's believed that some yokai bring people good fortune and wealth. One of the good yokai is zashiki warashi. Zashiki warashi literally means a Japanese-style room with tatami mats and a child. As the name shows, it's believed that zashiki warashi live in Japanese-style rooms or warehouses.
Zashiki warashi.
Yes.
I said that right?
Yes.
I like it. Thank you. So what happens when people see them?
Japanese believe that they bring you good luck. Zashiki warashi are like guardian spirit of the house, but they are mischievous as children normally are. They like to surprise and play tricks on people, but don't be upset. It's believed that you will get good luck and happiness if you get tricked by them or catch a glimpse of them.
So it's kind of, I'd probably be a good Zaki Warashi because I always play games on you.
Yeah, are you gonna bring us a good luck
I'm
and
tr-
wealth?
I'm- You might be able to get some wealth too. Hey,
Some wealth.
hey, make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna have more from Hisano in a moment. We also have some music on the way, but that's all after David Letterman with his top 10 list.
Hey, Kellen, what are you up to?
Not much, man. Just getting ready to start the morning cruise control.
I hate to tell you, but your alarm clock went off a little late. It's already 9:30.
Are you kidding me? I gotta go.
Yeah, you need to go now. I hear the boss coming.
That was the Gym Class Heroes featuring Adam Levine with Stereo Hearts. Here's Rachel Platten, though, with 1,000 Ships. 9:42. Hisano's going to tell us some good yokai costumes, Halloween costumes. I probably didn't even pronounce that right. Hisano's going to get on to me here in a second. But first, here's one more song, and then we're going to have your weather coming right up. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran with Everything Has Changed.
Has changed.
9:46, Kellen here, and also Hisano, the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful ninja, Miss Hisano Yamazaki. And we're talking about yokai and superstitions and supernatural creatures. And since we're celebrating Halloween this week, now do you have any recommendations for yokai-inspired costumes?
Yes, kappa, 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 may be easy to try replicating. Kappa is one of the most well-known yokai in Japan. Kappa are creatures that live near water, mostly rivers. They are small, like children.
Oh, that sounds freaky to me right there. I don't like the small children. Those are always the scariest movies to me. But what do they look like?
Their bodies are all green.
Oh, yeah.
They have bird-like beaks, a turtle shell on their backs, and webbed hands and feet. And their most remarkable feature is the plate on their heads. The plate has to always be wet, otherwise the kappa dies. If you like sushi, you may be thinking of a sushi roll with cucumbers in it called kappa maki. Yes, the name kappa maki came from the yokai kappa because it's believed that cucumbers are kappa's favorite food.
Well, hopefully the kappa don't pee on earthworms. So, do you have any other recommendations?
A Japanese goblin called Oni, or Tengu, which is a red-faced man with very long nose, may be fun options. For women, a creepy cat, bakeneko, may be good.
Yeah, all of those sound really scary, honestly. So, what do they look like, though?
As I already mentioned, goblins are called Oni in Japanese. Typically, Oni have humanoid bodies, but usually their skin is red or blue, but occasionally there are black or green Oni. They have 1 or 2 horns and sharp fangs. Also, most Oni have metal clubs in their hands. Oni symbolizes bad spirits and scary things. If you've heard about the traditional Japanese bean throwing ceremony called mamemaki, Oni represent bad spirits at the ceremony, and people throw beans at Oni to drive them away.
Wait, what was the other creature?
Tengu. Tengu have red faces with a long nose. They live deep in the mountains. They wear the same clothes as mountain priests and high wooden cloaks or geta. They have wings on their backs so they can fly in the sky freely.
Okay, so when I went to Mount Takao, I saw the thing with the long nose. Was that Tengu?
Yes, that's right. In the old days in China, Tengu were described as demons, and people feared them because they caused natural disasters on Earth. Some Tengu are considered as bad in Japan too, but on the other hand, many Japanese often consider them as the god of the mountain or a god's servant.
All right, I got kind of caught up in the Tengu, but again, what was the costume idea for the women?
It's bakeneko.
Bakenoko.
Neko. Bakeneko.
Bakenoko. I'm saying it right. Just act like I'm saying it right.
But yeah, good. You did.
I need to work
try
on
good.
it. I will work on
yeah.
it.
Okay, to be bakeneko, wear kimono or the summer cotton kimono yukata with cat makeup. Bakeneko are originally regular cats transformed into ghastly, creepy cats. They can also transform into human beings, usually women.
That sounds really creepy and freaky, honestly. You talking about women transforming into creepy cats.
Yes.
Like we need any of that. No. Well, Hisano, we appreciate you very much
No
for coming
problem.
on.
So what you learned today?
I learned a lot about kappai and
Kappa? What? Kappa?
kappai. No, I'm sorry.
No,
what was No, what was my first word, though? Earlier. Oh, I already messed it up.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But I also learned don't pee on earthworms.
Uh-huh.
And I learned if it's thundering,
Cover
touch
your belly
cover my
button.
belly button.
Yes.
Because it works, all right? And also, don't play with fire because you'll wet the bed.
That's right.
And you're only trying to extinguish the fire. So thank you very much, Hisano.
You're very welcome.
Definitely look forward to next week and our
Sure.
next topic. Folks, make sure you tune in every Monday at 9 o'clock, and you can hear Hisano Yamazaki and myself, and we talk about things going on around Japan, Japanese cultures, customs, all kinds of stuff, Hisano. Definitely enlightening, so appreciate it very much.
No problem.
Take care and have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you, you too.
Hey, we have your weather on the way and some more music, so stay tuned here to Eagle 810.
Here's your weather.
All right, let's take a look outside of our Eagle 810 studio. Today, you can expect partly cloudy skies. Today's high is going to be in the mid-60s. Tonight, you can expect mostly cloudy skies. Tonight's low is going to be in the lower 50s. And tomorrow, you can expect mostly cloudy skies with a chance of rain. Tomorrow's high is going to be in the mid-60s with lows in the mid-50s. Today's exchange rate is 95 yen to the U.S. dollar, courtesy of Community Bank. I'm not even going to lie, I did not mean to fire off that weather right there. Getting back into the music because it is 9:52, only about 8 minutes left in the morning cruise control. Here's Pink and Lily Allen with True Love. 9:55, and that does it for today's show. Again, want to say congratulations to Amber Rupek. She was today's Club Alliance Super Bingo winner. Be sure to tune in this afternoon from 2 to 6 with A1C Brianne Scharnhorst. She'll be giving away a ticket on the afternoon show for the Club Alliance Super Bingo, and we'll be doing it again tomorrow as well as Wednesday, so you still have 5 more opportunities to win that ticket and go for that $60,000 jackpot. I leave you now with Justin Timberlake, TKO. Tune in tomorrow, folks.